Good evening, everyone, and welcome. I'm Sree Sreenivasan, host of the COVID-19 Daily Global Show that I host on multiple social media channels, and I'm the Marshall Loeb Visiting Professor of Digital Innovation at the Stony Brook School of Journalism. But most importantly, I'm a fan and admirer of the South Asian Council for Social Services, better known as SACSS. Wow, 2020, what a year. It's been one of the most dramatic, world-changing, and for many of us, life-changing times, and the US election hasn't even happened yet. It's been a year of so much change, tragedy, and upheaval. And Queens was at the epicenter of the early manifestation of the COVID crisis. Many of you know firsthand what it's been like to fall ill, to perhaps lose people you care about to the virus. Our hearts are with you. Like millions around the country, around the world, we share in the experience of losing work, seeing our neighborhood stores and restaurants shut down, and in many cases not reopen. Some of you are probably those very same people whose businesses, workplaces, and livelihoods have been transformed in the last few months, but that also means that you're the champions of our community, our borough, our city, continuing to find ways to make Queens strong. Today's event, Queens Strong, is SACSS's event, but it's a celebration of you and our borough, Queens. This year, apart from being a year like no other, also marks SACSS's 20th anniversary from its early days as an all-volunteer project through today, where SACSS is poised to have a permanent community center in the heart of Flushing. SACSS's mission to empower South Asians and indeed all immigrants seeking to make their home in New York has not wavered. At every turn, SACSS has listened to what community members need and tried to meet that need. It's the reason SACSS started the city's first South Asian food pantry and why today it needs to expand its space. To help SACSS secure a new building space, I invite you to make a donation right now. You can text to give to name a brick of the building for you and your family. In fact, any donation made during this event will be matched by a generous donor. That means your impact is doubled. So please give now, either at the link below or by texting to the number on the screen. I and my family have made a donation, and we urge you all to do the same. I hope you're grabbing your phone to text to give right away, but don't go anywhere. We're being joined by some wonderful people, including the amazing tennis-loving dad in Never Have I Ever, Sendhil Ramamurthy, plus a trip down SACSS's memory lane, exquisite musical performances by Navatman and Brooklyn Raga Massive, and no celebration would be complete without some masala bhangra. There's also a special guest coming on later. I can't tell you who yet. But before that, I'm delighted to turn to my friend and the executive director of SACSS, Sudha Acharya. She is someone who has changed New York for the better and our community for the better, so we're so grateful to her. Over to you, Sudha.
Good evening, everyone. We're so glad all of you could join us today. I was thinking on our 20th anniversary, I would be greeting you in a large hall full of people. Actually, I'm greeting you from the current SACSS office. Welcome, everyone. She asked about Queens Strong. The pandemic hit the country so hard, and especially New York City really got the brunt of it. In New York City, Queens got the worst of it. So many in our community caught the virus, so many were sick, so many died, so many lost their jobs, so many lost their homes, so many lost their businesses. But Queens is very resilient. When I see Queens, I think of a flower that was stepped on. Now the petals are all opening. And this flower is saying, I'm alive, I survived. SACSS is Queen Strong as well. When I think of the resilience of the organization over the 20 years, it's amazing how it has grown. We are so looking forward to the larger space and thinking how many services we can provide and how many more people we can serve. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoy the program.
When I got abused from my husband, basically I have nobody over here. So that time I have 2 kids, I have 2 daughters. So I don't know what to do. I've been in New York for 6 years. So after I separated from my husband, so I contact with the SACSS. When the pandemic started, I lost my job. They lay off me. So March 16th. After that, I have totally no money in my bank account, and I have no way to buy the groceries, foods. So that time, they contact me. If you want the food, we can deliver the food to you. At that time, nobody can come out from the house, so they delivered the food to my house, a straight house, and every week they send me the food. And after that, they send me a debit card. I can buy the meats, everything, so, and whatever I need. That's from the beginning still now. They helping me with this food and everything. So I have no need for the food and everything. I have everything because of them. Yes. So when I talk to them, I feel so relaxed. So I can speak with them my language, my culture, so they can understand every situation of mine. And any situation comes, I talk to them first.
Hi there, this is Sharon Lee, your Queensborough president, and I'd like to congratulate SACSS on 2 decades of incredible, unparalleled service here in the borough of Queens. You know, especially in the face of these unprecedented times, I myself have witnessed the devotion and the great works of SACSS's staff and volunteers, from stemming the tide of food insecurity to making sure that Queens families have PPEs, to also making sure that we are fully counted in the 2020 census. You have served so many with warmth, compassion, from our children to our elders. And so on behalf of the 2.4 million residents who call Queens home, I thank you for strengthening the borough families.
Hi, I'm Devi Ramchandran, Vice President of the Board of Directors of SACSS. I hope you're as inspired by SACSS's work as I am. I'm deeply touched by the struggle and strength of New York City, especially our immigrants. In these times, we do what we can to carry on and find hope, joy, and comfort where we can. This brings me to our next guest on the show, Rupa Mahadevan of the Navatman Music Collective. Musicians deeply understand the peace sounds and vocals bring to our hearts and souls. And tonight, Rupa shares her own beautiful voice for the benefit of our community. Enjoy, and thank you, Rupa.
Hello, my name is Rupa Mahadevan. I'm the Artistic Director of Navatman Music Collective, a Carnatic choir based in New York City. We all know how much South Asians love our arts and our culture. I think what's harder to find are role models for us in terms of how to engage and commit to improving the social, economic, and political lives of our communities, particularly the most vulnerable. And so thank you, SACSS, for showing us this, for leading the way, and hope you're able to do more and more and more with our collective support. Today we share with you a song that we actually learned and recorded during quarantine. The Carnatic music tradition, and particularly being able to continue to meet and share during the trauma that COVID has brought us, has been extremely healing for our choir community, and we thought we would share one piece with you today. Thank you so much.
Samayamide nanno brove, samayamide nanno brove, samayamide nanno brove, jalamele dale jale, 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 samayamide nanno brove, jalamele dale
Good evening. My name is Dr. Swarna Shah. I'm a proud board member and treasurer of SACSS. Also, serving as a practicing physician all the Brooklyn community for last 22 years. For our medical community, it has been a very difficult 6 months. We are deeply concerned for the health of our city and its communities. I'm grateful for the deep community work that organizations like SACSS do, which is why I serve on the board. I know that personal touch, providing healthcare information, health education, food to the people who are hungry, and access to basic services makes a tremendous difference. Thank you for joining us tonight. It means so much. As a treasurer of this organization, I'm interested in all of you to support us financially to the best of your abilities. Thank you.
It's SACSS's 20th anniversary this year, and as we celebrate 20th anniversary, I start thinking about how it all began. The mission was to look at the community and see where the gaps were in services and address those. And SACSS has actually stayed true to its mission. Whenever there was an emerging need, something so critical to the health of the community, to the welfare of the community, SACSS has tried to address that and has succeeded. For instance, just a little over a year after we were founded, disaster struck, and that was 9/11. Such a horrible thing to happen. There were so many people the community lost, and so many people who were victims of hate crimes. It was a very bad situation, and SACSS started working with all those people who were affected. When it was the recession in 2008, 2009, so many people had lost jobs. And these were immigrants, so many of them who did not speak English. And how could those people earn a living? We started teaching English and have computer courses for them so that they could get a decent job. The coronavirus sort of put a huge mirror in front of us, to see what can happen, what did happen. There are so many people without homes, without food, without jobs and all that. And community-based organizations are working, so hard to meet these needs. Before the pandemic, we were serving about 500 families or so. Now it has doubled. It's not just South Asians. It's the whole community. It's not just Queens, or it's not just Flushing. So there's a great need for food, and the pandemic has made it really very severe.
We also provide supportive counseling to seniors. I think you're most comfortable when you talk in your own language. When you know that the person next to you you can relate, you can be truly vulnerable, or you can talk about your emotions and feelings in the language that you think in. And I think that's what we are able to do here, because we have staff that speak so many different languages. We are providing supportive counseling in Bengali, in Urdu, in Punjabi, in Gujarati, and Marathi, Hindi, Malayalam, so all these languages. So we used to have pre-COVID, during the summer, we had Bollywood movie nights. So we would have, all the seniors would watch a movie together. Later we would talk about it, and then they would have dinner together. So when COVID happened, we were like, okay, how do we keep our seniors engaged? So we have a senior support group, which is every Mondays, and that's more supposed to be more therapeutic. So they're talking about more personal stuff, about coping with anxiety, coping with the loss of a loved one, or things like that. But Bollywood trivia is more fun. So what they do is they play Antakshari for a little bit, where one person sings a song, a Hindi song, and the other person picks the last word of that song, and then they sing a song. So that's how they play for a few minutes, and after that they all come up with their favorite song of the day, and we play the song, and then everybody hums it together. Sometimes there'll be a little quiz or nostalgia or something sort of associated with that song, so something like that. So the seniors love it, they look forward to it all week, and some of them prepare for it. They tell us, give us the topic in advance, so we'll pick a song based on that.
When we talk about healthcare access, it's not just like having a professional, having someone who has the expertise, who has the experience talking to you. It has to be someone who knows your language, who knows your culture, who understands your need, who can talk to you in like many different ways that you like. So that has really impacted the whole work that we and the interaction that we have with our clients, and the clients are comfortable coming here at SACSS and talking to us. I manage the Navigators program here at SACSS, which is enrolling individuals, families, and small businesses into affordable health insurance. I also oversee Community Health Advocate program, which allows us to assist individuals and families navigate the healthcare system. The services that we provide here at SACSS are based on the needs our clients have, are not the programs that are coming from us. These are the programs, these are the services that came from the community, the unmet needs that we saw.
That makes us feel that if we had more space, right, we can serve so many more people. We're so glad that we are moving into a bigger building where we'll have the space to serve so many more people, give more services, be more effective in helping people.
And now a moment all of you have been waiting for. It is my pleasure to introduce someone who needs no introduction. That's right, Sendhil Ramamurthy, the star of Never Have I Ever, as well as Heroes and so many other shows that we love watching. We're so grateful to you, Sendhil, for being here. We love what you do. We're so grateful for your support of SACSS. Thank you for being here. We can't wait to see what roles you play next.
Hi friends, I'm Sendhil Ramamurthy. If you know me, you know that apart from acting, I'm a huge tennis fan, which is only one of the reasons I love Queens, home to many wonderful things, including the Billie Jean King National Tennis Center. Queens is also home to SACSS, another great reason to cheer on Queens. SACSS has been working for South Asian and all new immigrant families in Flushing since 2000. Over the last 20 years, SACSS has served over 100,000 immigrants, helping them to connect with healthcare, food, and jobs, the basics that everyone needs, but which many new immigrants don't know how to access. On this 20th anniversary, I am so glad to congratulate SACSS on 20 years of truly making a difference in Queens and beyond. I'd be grateful if those of you watching this help SACSS and the resilient Queens community. SACSS is raising funds for a permanent building space in Flushing so they can continue to be a trusted presence in the community. You can donate using the info below. Help them and you help all Queens residents. Congratulations, SACSS.
Hi, I'm City Council Member Peter Koo. I would like to congratulate the South Asian Council for Social Services on 20 years of serving our community. From the city's only South Asian food pantry to your advocacy on behalf of immigrant New Yorkers, SACSS has grown into one of our community's leading service organizations. And it has been my great honor to partner with you in this work. Congratulations once again, and I look forward to continuing our partnership on behalf of our community. Keep up the good work.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Ranu Bopana. It has been my pleasure to serve on the board of directors since those early days when SACSS was just a small and scrappy organization. And I'm a very proud contributor to this organization because of the tremendous impact that it has on people's lives. People who are new to this country and who are struggling to make a life for themselves and their families. I also have the pleasure of introducing our next guest. He knows the beauty and the strength of the vibrant immigrant community in Queens. Suketu Mehta is a New York University professor and the author of Maximum City, Bombay Lost and Found, which was a finalist for the 2005 Pulitzer Prize. His most recent book, This Land is Our Land, An Immigrant's Manifesto, in the words of Salman Rushdie, is written in sorrow and anger, a brilliant and urgently necessary book, eloquently making the case against bigotry and for all of us migrants. What we are, who we are, what we are not, and why we deserve to be welcomed and not feared. Suketu is a thoughtful voice and a champion of immigrants, and most recently explained why he loves vibrant Queens in a walk with the New York Times. Thank you, Suketu, for your continued support of SACSS and for joining us tonight.
Hi, this is Suketu Mehta. For years now, I've been a huge supporter of the SACSS because they are what makes Queens great. And I grew up in Jackson Heights. I'm a proud Queens boy. And what distinguishes Queens is immigrants. But never has Queens been under greater peril than this year during the pandemic. Now they're building a very exciting new community center, and I urge all of you to open up your hearts and your wallets and contribute. There's so many of our seniors who desperately need services, and this is one organization that has been in the forefront of providing services of all kinds, and it's in our culture to take care of our elders. This is one thing that'll make your parents proud, and I know that's the dream of every Desi, to make our parents proud. So I urge all of you to do anything you can to support SACSS and their work, particularly financially. With our support, they can build this community center that can demonstrate how Queens will move past this current crisis. We're all in it together.
This is Michael Becker.
And I'm T. Scotorchio.
And we are longtime supporters of the South Asian Council for Social Services. And we have been impressed for so many years about the great work they do at a very community level, providing healthcare and social services and food support to communities. And the work they've done during this period of COVID has been so incredible, and we have seen that firsthand.
And because we think their work is so vital, we are going to match any donation that you make today, hopefully right now, up to $15,000. So please extend your generosity to SACSS, and we would really appreciate it, as I know all of their recipients will.
And thank you very much, and have a great time.
जब मेरे हस्बैंड की मौत हुई थी ना, तो हमें कुछ भी नहीं पता था कि कैसे क्या करना है, तो कि कुछ भी नहीं पता था कि हम लोग बहुत प्रॉब्लम में थे, कि हमारे पास उस वक्त पैसे भी नहीं थे। बहुत सारा बहुत हेल्प मिली है कि आपने हमारी बहुत हेल्प की है, कि ऐसे लगता है कि आप हमारी सोशल वर्कर नहीं हो, हमारी फ्रेंड हो, मेरी सिस्टर हो। मैं आपको सब बताती हूँ, सब बातें करती हूँ। बहुत हेल्प मिली है, बहुत, किसी और से नहीं मिली है कि जितनी आप लोगों से मिली है।
我孩子他有白血病，在2015年的时候，我们查到他有白血病。他在这期间，我跟他的妈妈吵架，他妈妈都不去 take care 他，就是我一个人在照顾他，他妈妈也消失掉，直接消失掉。在这期间，我们有许多的事情在家里许多的事情，我在医院里面都没有收入。亚洲这个Asian Community Service 这地方，在他的帮助下，他们帮我们处理的那个政府的那个文件啊，还建议我们去什么申请，我儿子的那个 SSI 啦，还有就是他们也给我许多的那个食物，我很高兴他们帮助我们很多，谢谢。
Hi, I'm Congresswoman Grace Meng from Queens, New York. It's an honor to be part of this virtual celebration marking the 20th anniversary of South Asian Council for Social Services. Over the past 2 decades, SACSS has done an extraordinary job in serving the South Asian community and beyond. From health and senior services to civic engagement, food assistance, and English and computer classes, and filling out the census, your dedicated staff has worked tirelessly to empower South Asians and provide them with the resources they need and require. I wish the South Asian Council for Social Services many more years of success. I thank the group for all that you are doing for our South Asian community and other communities as well. I'm so proud to work with you. Congratulations on 20 outstanding years. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Rekha Gupta, Board President of SACSS. I've been with the organization for 12 years and have seen its impact on the community around Queens. On our 20th anniversary, to be able to provide the community with a new center will really be something very special. The reason we continue to exist and thrive because of the support we receive from foundations, organizations, individuals, and all of you. If you can give tonight, please text, donate to the number on the screen and visit SACSS website. When we come together to help people in need, we truly save lives.
Good evening. My name is Mysore Gandhi. I'm a proud board member of SACSS and I have been since 2018. I want to thank you all for joining us tonight and encourage you to text, give and donate if you choose to. All your donations support critical services to help immigrant families get what they need to make a new life here in New York City. I also want to introduce musicians Sree Ramamurthy and Trina Bosu of the fantastic Brooklyn Raga Massive. I'm so happy they are joining us tonight, and I welcome you to enjoy their beautiful artistry and talents. Thank you, Arun and Trina.
Hi, my name is Arun Ramamurthy.
And my name is Trina Basu, and we're with Brooklyn Raga Massive.
We want to wish SACSS a big congratulations on completing 20 years. And I'd like to give a personal congratulations to Sudha Acharya, who is my aunt and one of the driving forces behind all the great work that SACSS has been doing. Congrats.
SACSS is so inspiring. All the amazing work they're doing with South Asian communities and immigrants at large in Queens. We're especially inspired by the work that they've been doing, the adaptability that they've had during this difficult time of the pandemic, providing food and nourishment and support to individuals and families in need. Today, Brooklyn Raga Massive is honored to be part of this event, and we're going to share some music from a project called Raga Makam.
Raga Makam is going to bring together these two worlds of Raga from South Asia and Makam from the Middle East and North Africa, and it's about bringing people together. So we would like to present this, and we are sending our love to Queens from Brooklyn, and thank you, SACSS, for everything you do.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Serena Jane, creator of Masala Bhangra. I am super excited to be celebrating 20 years this year of Masala Bhangra being born. I am equally thrilled to know that SACSS, South Asian Council for Social Services, is also celebrating 20 years this year. Amazing! It warms my heart to know that this organization exists, where they provide senior support, health services, civic engagement, computer classes, and a South Asian food pantry. SACSS, congratulations on the 20 years and many more to come. Bale bale!
ਹੋ ਜੋੜ ਮਸਕਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਕੱਢੀ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਵਾਲੀਏ ਜੋੜ ਮਸਕਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਕੱਢੀ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਵਾਲੀਏ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹਿੰਡ ਬਿੱਲੋ ਅੜੀ ਜੱਟਾਂ ਵਾਲੀਏ ਜੇ ਲੋੜ ਹੋਈ ਐਨੀ ਟਾਈਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੇ ਲੋੜ ਹੋਈ ਐਨੀ ਟਾਈਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਦੱਸੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਖੜਕਾ ਦੂੰ ਨੀ ਲਾਈਟ ਵੇਟ ਪੈਰਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬਿੱਲੋ ਹੈਵੀ ਹੈਵੀ ਚੰਦ ਰੰਗ ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਫਲੋ ਸੈਂਟ ਸੂਟ ਜੱਟੀਏ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਤੂੰ ਕਹੇਗੀ ਬੁਲਵਾ ਤੂੰ ਨੀ ਲਾਈਟ ਵੇਟ ਸੂਟ ਜੱਟੀਏ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਤੂੰ ਕਹੇਗੀ ਬੁਲਵਾ ਤੂੰ ਨੀ ਲਾਈਟ ਵੇਟ ਸੂਟ ਜੱਟੀਏ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਤੂੰ ਕਹੇਗੀ ਬੁਲਵਾ ਤੂੰ ਨੀ ਲਾਈਟ ਵੇਟ ਪੈਰਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ
Hi everyone, I'm Assemblywoman Neely Rosick, and it's my great honor and pleasure to send my best wishes to SACSS. The entire board, Sudha and her leadership have proven that over the last 20 years, it's a really critical piece of our Queens community. If anything that we've learned during COVID is that organizations like SACSS are really, really important because they serve everyone in our community, and for that we are forever grateful. Happy 20th anniversary. Here's to many more years celebrating together.
Greetings. I'm City Council Member Daniel Drum, and I represent Jackson Heights and Elmhurst in the New York City Council. I want to congratulate the South Asian Council for Social Services on their 20th anniversary. I've been to a number of your events and to the food pantry, where I saw the tremendous work that you're doing firsthand. So let me say again, congratulations to SACSS and especially to Sudha for the work that you're doing in our community.
Hi again, friends. I hope you're enjoying the program and the wonderful messages from SACSS and the Queen's Fan Club. I know I am. And I hope too that you're able to open your hearts and wallets this evening and text to donate or make a donation online. Every dollar makes a difference, and this allows us to continue to help the resilient immigrants of Queens fulfill their version of the American dream. Speaking of American dreams, I'm now delighted to introduce you to someone whose dream did not necessarily include coming to America. Yet, she ended up with a monthly show called My American Dream at Caroline's on Broadway. Yes, I'm talking about the funny brown mom, Zarna Garg. Zarna, thank you so much for joining SACSS and sharing your wit and your heart with us.
Hello, hello, hello. Namaste, Queens. I'm Zarna Garg from New York City. I'm so thrilled to be a part of the Queen's Strong celebration today. Like many of you watching, I too am an immigrant in New York City. I came to America with $9 in my pocket. 10,000 in the bank, but 9 in the pocket. And when I heard the important work that SACSS is doing to help immigrants integrate into the community, I had to be a part of it. I'm so thrilled to be here today. By now, you've heard about the wonderful work SACSS has done for the last 20 years. But what about the future? We have to help them secure the future so they can continue to help immigrants coming in for the next 20 years. And that's what we're here for today. These are tough times. But if we can help SACSS out with a donation or a sponsorship for their new space, SACSS will be so grateful and they will be able to continue their fine work. Congratulations on an amazing 20 years and cheers to many, many more. I know what it's like to be alone in America, to be an immigrant, to start your life anew. My own family is back home and I miss them very much. My food, my culture, I mean, not enough to want to go back, but I'm very generous with the Facebook likes. And I'm not your typical Indian woman. I mean, this bindi, it's a PR thing. But a little bit about me. I've been married for 21 years to a really nice man. We're the perfect Indian couple. We do math for fun. We take romantic walks in the park and discuss interest rates. And people in America say, I love you all the time. Coming, I love you. Going, I love you. Open the door, I love you. Go to sleep, I love you. What are they worried about? The person will forget that they are loved? I myself have never said I love you to my husband. I mean, it's only been 21 years. What's the rush? But if he said it to me, I'd know he's cheating on me. With a white woman. Where else would he learn that nonsense? And I've also never had a candlelight dinner. I mean, we came to America for the electricity. But I do love my husband. I don't say it, I show it. I check his emails for him. I make him drink Metamucil. I replace all his loser friends with my fine friends. And he's a really nice guy. He's smart. He went to a good college, has a great job. I know this because his mother reminds me. So we have 3 kids. It's loud in our house. 2 boys. Woohoo! And 1 girl. Whatever about her. But my 16-year-old daughter recently asked me if Indian people even love each other. She said, I never see you guys hold hands or kissing. Do you even, you know? So I told her, I said, well, you're here. And why do you think we pay for so many tennis lessons? And Indian people only wrote the ultimate book on sex. To which she responded, we wrote 50 Shades of Grey. I also have a 14-year-old son. My very handsome 14-year-old son started walking to school with a girl. So I follow them. And my husband has been so impressed. He's like, our son is walking to school with a white blonde girl and you don't have a problem with that. I told him, there's nothing to worry about. It's not like she's going to get into a good college. I also have an 8-year-old son. I'm Indian. We believe in numbers. My 8-year-old, I forget about him sometimes. The neighbors remind me though. I have to yell at my husband. Who let him out? I don't know what to say about him. I don't really know him. But I'm not your typical Indian mother. I don't want my kids to be a doctor. I mean, go ahead. Be a YouTuber. Be a farmer. UPS is always hiring philosophers. Start practicing now. What can Brown do for you? But brown kids in America complain a lot. Lately, my kids have been complaining that they never get to go and do anything fun. They never get to go do dangerous things like skydiving, hot air ballooning, bungee jumping. I told them, Scott should go bungee jumping. He has a B in math. He has nowhere to go but up. I didn't pay all this money to Kaplan SAT prep to watch your head break open. Protect your head. Your body we don't care about. But what is the obsession that America has with dangerous activities? Racing cars, sliding down mountains. I mean, in the rest of the world, just drink tap water. Namaste, this is your time with me. I'm Zarna Garg. Thank you.
Wasn't that great? I hope you enjoyed the program. I definitely did. It's my pleasure to thank our sponsors of this program. Thank you so much. And I would like to thank all of you who donated wholeheartedly towards the building. Thank you. And I would like to thank the elected officials who've always had our back. Thank you so much. Thank you to TV Asia who made this program possible so that it was seen all over the country. And most of all, thanks to you who are there for us.
Friends, our show is almost at an end, but SACSS's work will continue. And any donation you make today will live on in SACSS's permanent community center. Do make the most of the match that Michael Becker and Tis Cartoccio have already generously made. I want to thank every one of you for joining us today, and those of you who couldn't make it but have generously supported SACSS. And now a special thank you. Sendhil Ramamurthy, Zarna Garg, Rupa Mahadevan of Navatman, Sarina Jain of Masala Bhangra, Arun Ramamurthy and Trina Basu of Brooklyn Raga Massive. Thank you to Queensborough President Sharon Lee, Council Member for the 20th District of the New York City Council, Peter Koo, Council Member for the 25th District of the New York City Council, Daniel Drom, Congresswoman Grace Meng, representing New York's 6th Congressional District, and representing New York's 25th District, all of whom help make Queens strong. I am so grateful to all of you for supporting SACSS. This is one of the most important organizations in our community. They do so much good work, even though they don't get as much of the publicity or as much of the funding as some other organizations. I'm so proud to be associated with SACSS, and congratulations to the entire SACSS team, and looking forward to us all continuing to support SACSS as we continue to make Queens strong.